like my brain is very like, blah, 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 so I like to reflect it in what I wear, obviously. I think thrift shopping was the only time I could remember finding something that actually suited me and my personality, because I love things that are old. I love old vintage things, and you'd always find a lot of like 1980s gear in Dublin charity shops at the time. So I think that's how I got like accustomed to it, and then it just spiraled out of control. I'm pretending to rummage around in here like I haven't already rummaged around in here, because I found the best thing I've ever found in my little life, which is this tiny little leopard print hat, but it is actually a hair clip, and immediately my instinct is to just, I mean, it's fashion, it's style, it's chic. It's just a little subtle something. It's not too loud, but it can just live there in my head for the next while I look around for other things. I really do need a pair of knee-high black boots for the winter, because I like to pretend that I am Santa Claus when I'm going about my day-to-day life. It's also, this style of shoe is good for dancing in, because it's a bit like a cowboy boot in that way. You know, you can kind of get a swivel. See that? Oh, that's a nice swivel. Nice swivel on the foot. But actually these ones are a bit more giving Santa Claus, or Father Christmas, as English people would say. In Ireland we say Santy. Santy! Wow. Oh, is that the same boot? Yeah, it is the same boot. What size are they? This is an embarrassing thing to admit for something that's going out on the internet, but I am only a size 4. Good for the sales, because often I can buy children's clothing and you get that little price reduction as a result, so that's good. I'm wearing a pair of boots today, which they're a bit scuffed because I've worn them on stage a lot. There's a little secret surprise, which is Miss Peggy, and then I can show you this side if you like. There she is again.
What is it about Miss Peggy that you love?
She's just glamorous and she's funny. She dresses incredibly well and she's always very accessorized, and I like that she's very loud. I relate to her. Best find maybe ever is a pair of cowboy boots that I wore for almost every single show of my last tour that I did, and the lady that was working in the shop was not very nice, and I had to basically convince her to let me try them on. She got down on her hands and knees and started like feeling my bare foot with her hands and was like, "Lady, I don't want you to put your big fat foot into my cowboy boots, because if you rip the seam, they're done, okay?" And so she was like really giving out to me, and I was like, I'm gonna put my foot in them. But then they went on, they slid on, they were the perfect size. So that's probably my favorite vintage find, because I had to fight. I had to fight an old woman to get them. I want to see if I can find anything that's giving Princess Diana, because I love her. I watched The Crown recently, and I love how shoulder padded everything was, and I thought I would like some shoulder pads. It gives an interesting silhouette. I think it's good to shop for clothes that you already have, because I think otherwise, you know, for example, I could pull out this pair of heavily branded extremely heavily branded trousers, which I'm imagining will not be allowed on the old BBC, will it?
We'll pixelate it, it's all good. All the brands are available.
Bring out these heavily branded trousers, which might be pixelated, but what's important is that other brands are available. You know, I could buy these because they're fun, but I don't own anything that goes with these, so I'm like, I'm going to put it back. Ah, sorry, I just saw something that caught my eye. Now, I don't know if you can tell, I'm quite the leopard aficionado. Do you know why? Because it's neutral, right? It's like, it's cool and it's always interesting, it always catches your eye, but it is at the end of the day neutral, and it's not like it's clawing for your attention, but it's not clawing at your eye sockets. Ooh, that is really cute. Look at that. That is so nice. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is like a knitted dress, and I love this length. Very Nigella, that length, right? Like just below the knee. Very Nige.
Is Nigella like your favourite celebrity chef, do you reckon?
I think she's my favourite celebrity. She did give out to me on Twitter the other day though, because I used a stock cube in a recipe that I shouldn't have used a stock cube in, and I wanted to crawl into a hole and die. But I think we're on good terms now. She told me I have to look after myself when I'm on tour and I have to eat properly.
Got a girl dinner that you go to?
I don't know if I've heard this on the internet or if I've heard this from people that I'm friends with who spend time on the internet, but it's like, girl dinner, girl dinner, girl dinner. Is something like this?
Yeah.
Okay. My favourite girl dinner is, it's probably just 2 slices of toast and a hot chocolate. I've spent a disgusting amount of money on clothes, probably more than I have on like instruments. Well, that's my job. Let me use your camera, hang on. I mean, wow. Wow. I was wondering about boots. I'm gonna have a little look-see here. I really want to. These are so firm. Listen to that. That's riding boots. I was quite odd as a child. I definitely got in trouble for being weird in school. In particular, I remember when I first went to secondary school, I would have been like 12, and I wore fake eyelashes to school and a bump bit in my hair because I wanted to have a beehive because I loved the 1960s at the time, and I wanted to look like Amy Winehouse. And I had eyeliner, and I got in trouble because they were like, you're a child, you can't dress like this, you're dressed like a 40-year-old woman. And I'd be like, yeah. So I got in trouble for wearing makeup and stuff to school a lot. Listen to that sound. ASMR.
Do you listen to much ASMR?
I listen to a little bit of ASMR in my time. I like the ones where people are just pretending to go to the shops and it's very low stakes. What would you like? Would you like a bag? You know, all them ones. I find them very, very comforting. OMG. It's like a little, very subtle, like tartan belt, like a checked tartan belt. I love checks. I love tartan. That's gorgeous. I like really busy prints. Busyness is my brain. Like my brain is very like, blah, blah, blah. So I like to reflect it in what I wear, obviously.
Was there like a moment growing up where you realised you had a knack for singing, that you could sing better than your pals and your family maybe?
Yeah, I had a game called SingStar, which if you sing into it, it awards you points. And I used to sing the song Crazy by Patsy Cline over and over again because I would always win. And I was like, oh, it must just be really easy to win this game. And then like my friends and my family would play it and they didn't get as high scores as me. And I was like, what's going on? And turns out I just can sing. So that was great. This is obviously for a child, but if they made this in an adult size, I would wear this. This is giving Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. It's giving Judy Garland. It's giving like posh, annoying child. I love it. Let's see, what else do we have?
Do you think you were an annoying child growing up?
What a question to ask. What a question to ask. Let's rope my sister in on this one. Roisin, was I an annoying child? Yeah. There you have it. Obviously I was. But you were evil.
You were annoying.
Love a sweater vest. She's the moment at the moment. My drummer wears nothing if not a sweater vest every single day of the week.
Do you get to dress your band?
Yes, I get to dress my band. It's one of the best perks of my job is I have a team of adults that I dress like toddlers, and they are forced to wear what I tell them to wear. And you know, that's not very democratic of me, but it's not a democracy, it's pop stardom. If I want them to wear little shorts and a metallic blazer, then that's exactly what they're gonna do. And a sequin beret and a little sequin necktie. They love it though. They honestly, every single one of them loves it. I mean, they get really sweaty. Borderline growing mold, I would say, towards the end of the tour, but that doesn't really matter. because I love it. The night before I performed on Graham Norton, I wore a Selena Gomez t-shirt that was gifted to me by a fan who I met on tour because I love Selena Gomez, and jokingly made a joke to my keyboardist and best friend Colin. Oh my God, if Graham Norton goes well tomorrow, I'm gonna have to wear the Selena Gomez t-shirt before every big concert for the rest of my life. Ha 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 ha. Legitimately, I think the Graham Norton performance and show and gig was probably the most important thing that ever happened to us. I was like, it's far and away the biggest thing that's ever happened. So now the Selena Gomez t-shirt is being kept under lock and key, and she's safe.
And doing all these crazy things.
You're good. That was phenomenal.
Look at that ass, fabulous.
I mean, Miriam Margolyes, like, oh my God, I love her so much. I listened to her audiobook during my last tour to fall asleep in the bus every night, and I was really nervous to meet her because I was like, oh, what if she's not amazing? I was getting my makeup done and she was brought in to start getting her makeup done at the same time as me, and the first thing that happened was she was like, are you Irish? And just started doing an Irish accent, and she called me a silly bitch, which I'm sure you're going to have to bleep out. She called me a number of terrible, terrible names in an affectionate way within 5 minutes of meeting me, and was doing it in an Irish accent the entire time. And I just think it was the best day of my life, truthfully.
Are you Pisces?
Yeah.
That's why we're best friends.
That's right. You don't believe that bollocks, do you?
So, working backwards, it's basically a kilt, and I've really wanted something like this for a while because I wear a lot of boots and it just looks cool, just looks good. I have this shirt which I bought almost exclusively because it has spoons and knives on it. This is for my boyfriend, actually. I love country music. He doesn't. He's gonna learn to love it. But the big finish is I was going up into that corner to do the final shot of the day and wasn't supposed to buy any more clothes, and then this little thing just poked out, and I mean, come on now, I have to have this. I have to have this. You know, it's not just the fact that it's Christmas. I do love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of year, and I do collect little Christmas collectibles, but it's actually the cut of this denim I find really nice because it's quite a wide flare on the bottom of the shirt, which means, and it's short as well, so it's going to cut me off just at the hips, and it's got little sparkles in it. It's perfect. This is the best thing I've seen all day. This is amazing. I'm very happy about this. I love meeting people who work in vintage shops. They're always lovely, and charity shops. It's always a good time. I've really enjoyed today. My name is CMAT. That is the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. I have lots of social media. It's at CMAT Baby. Go thrift shopping, and go secondhand shopping, and go charity shopping because it's great fun. See you later. Bye.